Vincent, you made mention of the pros and the cons of this policy reform. Now, since the announcement of the unified exchange rate, we've seen our debt profile also going up as well. What does this actually pretend for our nation?
That's part of the issue. That's part of the when you talk about the cons, the fact that there will be an increase in the Nigerian debt profile. Well, the good part is that as we see more increase in supply, definitely there will be stabilization. Like it's projected that the naira will settle around 600 in 600 rand. As more people, we see more supply in the system. But the other thing that there are plans, there are talks about the government doing something about debt profile, because it is expected with high debts, it reduces the government's ability to borrow, and also it can affect pricing of Nigerians' assets. So there are plans, there are talks about the government selling assets to pay off some of the debts, and I think that is in the right direction, and also taking some steps, because it's not about debt. One of the things that we have had, issues that we have had with Nigerians' debt, is that we keep seeing debt increasing, but the economy's ability to generate revenue, production, is not increasing. So in talking about, and that's part of the focus of this administration, the previous administration, when there was more talk about revenue, issue of increasing revenue, and the only step we saw in trying to increase revenue was increasing tax. Well, I think if you look at other areas of increasing production and also trying to curb oil theft, increasing like the current president talking about increasing oil production, which definitely will increase Nigerians' revenue, and also look at different sectors, also the ports system, trying to reorganize the port system to encourage exports. That will also increase revenue. So we need to see more things be done to increase Nigerians' revenue, because as long as we increase our revenue and we are able to spend our resources well, the current debt level will not be much of a problem, because when you look at our debt if you use debt to G, our debt level is not yet out of control. The only challenge we have had is the issue of debt to revenue. So if the government is able to increase our revenue stream and also broaden our sources of revenue, I think it will go a long way in easing the issue of debt to revenue and help our fiscal stand in terms of asking the government fiscal profile, and also increase ability for people investors to come into Nigeria.
Okay, thank you for your submission there. But Ambrose, let's end this segment with this question I'm posing to you now. The CBN governor, in acting capacity, discontinued the forex intervention that was initiated by the suspended governor, which has to do with Naira for Dollar initiative and the RC200. Now, with this move, now what impact do you think this will have on our foreign reserve and foreign exchange markets, so to say?
For me, no, I think this foreign exchange market has hindered a lot of things in the economy before now. Now, making it liberal for everybody, unifying the exchange, the single, for me, become easier for them to manage. Like you just said, the new or the acting CBN governor has a lot on his desk to do now. I'm happy that before we start, we have seen that they've appointed an advisor on money. That means it's not only him alone now. They have they have to think around it, because at this point, we need to get it right in terms of monetary policy. Because what control economy is your monetary policy. Physical is just for revenue angle of it. But for the economy to run, you must get your monetary policy right. And for that, I believe that coming on board now, they are bringing also a new strategy to replace the culture, because when we are doing something, there's something coming new. That's why they're all eyes on the next MPC meeting to see that direction. Like I said earlier, you can't control these three basic things, because if you look at our industrial output, it's already dwindling. Despite that we are still posing a positive GDP, it's declining. That means you need to also use this interest rate, inflation, and everything to kind of trigger an improvement or expand the economy with your work decision. That is why, for me, we're looking to see what's coming on next month MPC meeting. And people before then, like I tell you that it's only this part of the world that the members of MPC meeting, they don't talk to guide an investor a guideline where they are going. But that is a secret, because I don't know. But in a mature economy, you see members of this committee saying one to another before they kind of post the US rate, we are hearing skip from different
Yes.
members, not the chairman himself, to give us an answer. But here we don't see.
Ambrose, sorry to butt in. Don't you think that I from my own perception, though, I think that perhaps they're just being cautious so that they don't make some kind of statements that would trigger some sentiment in the economy and also the capital market. Don't you see it from that point of view? Because being conscious or being cautious is another key way of going about dealing with monetary policies issues.
I agree with you, but I believe that when you make some statement, it guide investment, or even the manufacturers, the economy. When they see statement, they know where they're like, for like about 2 months, we're hearing skip from about a month, they skip from all this there. Not the main chairman of Fed.
Yes.
Give a sign. And also, they're also watching inflation. But if you look at all inflation is just still kicking up. And the factor that will kind of, shoot it up is coming on in this month of June because of what removal of a subsidy. At the same time, we have now done again naira justification. These are going to put burden on the manufacturing sector. Price of goods will continue to go up until get it right again in terms of. I'm happy that they said they will put supply of FS so that President said this is a good strategy, but you need to manage very well. But if perhaps scarcity of FS, might see exchange rate at 1,000. If you carry surplus, might see exchange rate around 400 or 500. That means it's a dilemma now. Let's leave for them to see where they're taking.
All right, we'll just keep watching as the media will keep watching and observing, and then when whatever development comes up, we'll put it out there for the viewers to know about it and also have this platform to analyze them.